Hey there, my name is Corey Wright. I'm part of the marketing team here at The Right Team. And today I wanted to share with you 8 tips on ways that can help you land your dream home. So as you know, we are in an incredibly hot market right now. This means there's a lot of opportunities in the market, but it also means that there's a lot of challenges and that you really need to approach it the right way in order to land your dream home in this really, really competitive landscape. And so here's 8 tips. The first one is that you want to create a buying philosophy. And a buying philosophy will really, before you can land your dream home, you need to first understand what that looks like. And so the buying philosophy will help steer you towards that. It will also help steer you away from the homes that may seem like a great home, but probably won't be the best home for you. So to create your buying philosophy, start by just making a list of all the things that you would love to have. And we can call these even must-haves when we're really dealing with your buying philosophy. And these may be things like a certain number of bedrooms, or maybe a yard, or an attached garage, or a single story. These can certainly make the list, but I want you to think just beyond kind of the features that you can check off on a list and start to think about things like maybe, do you want an open floor plan versus maybe a sectioned off floor plan? Do you want something that is really close to maybe shopping centers or grocery stores? Do you care about the schools in the district? Do you care about parks that are going to be around you? Do you want some sort of, community, or are you looking for something that's a little bit more distant from other homes? So start to think about kind of everything. And as you build this list and you start to think about all the things you'd love to have, the 2 or 3 at the top will create your buying philosophy. Make sure that those are absolutely in what you're looking for with your dream home. Make sure that they're there. Those are things that will have you happy, not just now, but forever. The second thing that you need to do is you need to get notified of new listings before anybody else. This is a seller's market right now. It is extremely hot, which means here in Orange County, there are a lot of homes that are hitting the market and have multiple offers, 6, 12, 18 offers within the first 24 hours, and are usually in escrow in 48 hours, which means you need to know of listings as soon as they hit the market. Now, there's sites like Redfin and Zillow that will allow you to create listing alerts, but oftentimes these are a little bit behind in the data. They're not getting the direct MLS feed in every single area. And so it's important that you actually get set up with listing alerts. Now, the good news here is we can actually set you up with listing alerts directly through the MLS, the multiple listing service, which means as an agent enters their new listing into the service, you can be notified almost to the second of when those new listings come out. Now, if you'd like to get set up with listing alerts so that we can identify the right area and price range and number of bedrooms and start to create that criteria, notify you by email every single time a new listing comes out, just go to therightteam.com/alerts. therightteam.com/alerts. You'll fill out a quick questionnaire. We'll go ahead and get you set up with listing alerts. You'll be notified immediately. And as a bonus, one of the advantages of being the right team is we have a team of 30 agents that are active in the market. We have a ton of listings, and we get notified of listings even before they hit the market that are taking place on our team. So if we're working with buyers that we know are looking for a 2-bedroom in a certain area and a certain price range with an attached garage and a single story, and one of our other agents has one of those coming on the market, oftentimes we can start to arrange a priority showing as soon as that hits the market, give you a better opportunity to land that home. So that's one of the advantages. That's kind of the pro tip, but certainly go to therightteam.com/alerts. We can set anybody up with listing alerts for properties in Orange County and the surrounding areas. The third tip to land your dream home is going to be only work with the best. Everybody probably knows or has a friend or a family member that is a real estate agent, but if they are not active in the market and doing a ton of business like we are, you may be putting yourself at a disadvantage. Remember, this is an extremely competitive market. Knowing how to write the right offer, to show you the right properties, to present a listing and negotiate with other agents, to build that rapport is really, really important. And when we're competing against, like I said, 6, 12, 18 other offers, being able to stand out takes a lot of skill. All right, the fourth tip to landing your dream home is to get pre-approved, not just pre-qualified when you're actively in home search mode. So getting pre-qualified through a lender basically says this is an amount that a lender thinks that they'll be able to loan you. Getting pre-approved means they've taken the extra step to run your credit, to look at your income history, to look at your debt to income ratio, to start to really factor in everything so that they can actually give you a committal letter of the amount that they will absolutely be able to loan you. And again, when you're looking to compete against multiple offers, the sellers are always trying to find the offer that is going to be the most sure deal. The last thing they want to do is have 12 offers, they accept one, and then all of a sudden that deal falls through because they couldn't get the loan, they couldn't get funded for the amount that they had said. And now they're back to the drawing board, and those other 10 or 11 offers have actually moved on to other properties. It's very difficult to go back and get those offers back once it's been a couple weeks to go through that escrow process to find out that it fell out. And so they're looking for the most sure thing. The least amount of uncertainty you can provide with your offer is going to provide you with a significant advantage. So make sure that you don't just get pre-qualified, that you get pre-approved. Now, if you're looking to get pre-approved, one of the things that we can do is we can actually start with a pre-qualification or a pre-approval. Pre-approval, we can get you directly connected with our lender. They can get you pre-approved. If you'd like just to set up a pre-qualification, you're early on in the process, you don't want to pull your credit or anything like that, we can help you out there too. So go to therightteam.com/loan. And what we can do is there's 6 questions there. It takes about 2 minutes to fill out, and we'll actually collect the information that we need to kind of tell you what our lender thinks they should be able to loan you. They've got a really cool process to walk you through a digital cost analysis from that point, show you kind of all the things that we can do to either improve your credit, help you get a better loan amount or loan rate as you start to move into that market. And then when you're ready, we'll absolutely want to get you pre-approved when we start that home search process. All right, the 5th thing that you can do to make sure you land your dream home is make sure that you put an offer in line with your love for the home. I see so many times. In fact, I recently bought a home 6 months ago, and we put in a full price offer on the home. We were one of multiple offers. We were in escrow within 48 hours, just like I said, of the home hitting the market. And we then, the realtor kind of told us later that one of the other offers that we were competing against, the realtor came back to them a day later and said, what amount do we need to give you? Because we will pay $50,000 above asking just to get my buyers this property. They absolutely want to be in this home. And unfortunately, they had come in below full asking price trying to get a deal. And because of that, even though they're willing to pay $50,000 more, at least, to get that home, they wanted to get a deal on the home instead of just get the home. So they loved the home, but the home was a 10 out of 10 for them, and they put in a 7 out of 10 offer. And oftentimes somebody like us, who was a 10 out of 10, and we put in a 10 out of 10 offer, or the best offer that we could provide, we ended up getting the home. So make sure you put in an offer in line with your love for the home. Don't try and get a deal. If you love the home, put in an offer that's going to land you that home. All right, the 6th thing you can do is keep your offer clean. Now, this is going to be a little bit more on your real estate agent than you, but you're going to have a little bit of influence over this. So we can make it really easy on the sellers with things like allowing them to choose the escrow period. Do they want a really fast escrow, or do they need a little bit of time so they can go find a home once we enter escrow? We can remove contingencies when we place our escrow. If we can see that the home looks good and we really want it, again, the less uncertainty, or the more uncertainty that we can remove from our offer, the more attractive that will be to the sellers. We can not ask for things like furniture or repairs up front. We can just keep those out of it so that our offer is as clean as possible, and just making it attractive to the sellers. The second thing that we can do is we just need to make it complete. You know, there's things that agents can do by providing kind of like summary sheets up front with the offer that gives you the bullet points of what's included in the offer. Make sure that all of your loan documents and your pre-approval letters and all that is included and attached. Again, when a realtor is trying to fish and sort through, you know, a dozen or even more offers in a 24-hour period, present those to the sellers and make it really easy to understand where the best offers are. Just having a clean offer is something that will really help you stand out and win more deals. Again, this is something that your agent should be doing with the right team. We will make sure that we present the absolute cleanest offer, both in what you're able to present and making it attractive to the seller, as well as packaging it in a way that is going to be really easy to understand and attractive for the agent to work with. And again, letting them know the level of professionalism that they're dealing with on the other side. Okay, the 7th thing that you can do to make sure you land your big home is don't make any big purchases when you're in escrow, and even really before that. So oftentimes we see buyers who they get into escrow and then all of a sudden they want to start buying furniture, or maybe they've, you know, as part of this excitement, they want to go get a new car or something like that. Don't do it. These are the things that can actually jeopardize a loan, even when you've been pre-approved, because there is a final approval to where they just want to make sure that you haven't lost your job, you still have your job that you said, and that you, again, your debt to income has stayed the same and all that stuff. So avoid making any big purchases right up to when you're going to get pre-approved, and then certainly anytime during escrow as well. We'd hate for you to land your dream home and then lose your dream home just a couple, you know, weeks later because you made a mistake during escrow. And then the last thing you can do is, if you're trying to land your dream home, you need to think about your future. So right now you may have different needs than you're going to have 3 years from now or 10 years from now. And if you only intend to be in the home for 3 years, great, that's the only amount of time you really need to think of. But if you've got one kid now and you're gonna have maybe 2 or 3 down the road, make sure that you've got enough bedrooms for that. Maybe you have some kids that are at college now that may end up moving back home, or you have an older generation that's gonna be moving back in. These are all things that you may need to think about. If you don't have kids now, but you're eventually going to, maybe thinking about the school districts that you're gonna be in. And so really starting to think not just about what your needs are now, but what your needs are gonna be in the future for as long as you intend to be in that home That's how you can keep it your dream home. Hey, listen, we hope that this was valuable for you. We hope you can land your dream home. One of the things that we do at The Right Team is we work with buyers to represent you in the best way possible. We start by doing what we call a buyer's consultation with every single one of our buyers. And this is where we sit you down and we walk you through step A to Z, everything that you can expect in the home buying process. And whether you're 6 days away from trying to buy a home, 6 weeks away, 6 months away, or even years away, we would love to have the opportunity to do a buyer's consultation with you, share with you everything that we can start doing. And really the earlier that we can start planning with you and strategizing, the better. It gives us the opportunity to start to clean up things like maybe your credit, to really start to develop your buyer's philosophy, to get all of those things that we need to present a clean offer in place. And so the more time we have, the better. So even if you're 6 months out, we would love to still start to build that relationship with you now through a buyer's consultation. The easiest way that you can set up a buyer's consultation is just go to therightteam.com/buyer. And we have, again, just a quick questionnaire that you can fill out. We'll set a day and time. And again, one of our 30 professional agents will have the opportunity to meet with you. We'll pair you with the best agent. We'll get a call to you as soon as we get the the buyer's consultation request, and make sure that we can find out a little bit more information about what you're looking for, find the best agent for you based on the area and the price range and the personalities that are going to mesh well with you. But The Right Team, we are the #1 selling team at the #1 selling office in all of Orange County. So I promise you are in great hands when you're working with any of the 30 agents on our team. Hey, I hope that you enjoyed this. We would love the opportunity to set up a buyer's consultation. Just to kind of recap some of those things, to set up a buyer's consultation, go to therightteam.com/buyer. To set up listing alerts, go to therightteam.com/alerts. To set up or to get pre-qualified for a loan, just those couple questions. Again, it's not pre-approved, but we don't have to run your credit. We can do it in less than 24 hours. Go to therightteam.com/loan. Hey, I hope you found great value in all this. Again, my name is Corey Wright with The Right Team, and we would love to have the opportunity to work with you in the future.